Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to COD Zombies HQ. One of the biggest changes to the Zombies game mode that was introduced into Cold War Zombies is our ability to upgrade our characters permanently from game to game. With the recent release of skill tiers 4 and 5 at the start of Season 2, of what will be Treyarch's attempt to consistently expand the permanent skill system here in Cold War Zombies, with recent leaks and information from Treyarch themselves revealing what direction they intend to take that they intend to release even more permanent upgrades in Cold War Zombies in the future. So we'll be taking a look at what those permanent new upgrades will be, both in the form of the leaked new perks that will be added into Cold War Zombies in the coming future, and the addition of new skills categories coming into the game, and then wrapping it all up in one very important package as to what this all means for the future of the Zombies standalone game that was recently leaked to be in development at one of the studios behind the Call of Duty franchise. So I think the best place to start here is in the form of discussing the leaked new perks that will be added into Cold War Zombies. If you're interested to know why the community seems to be so confident as to which perks will be added into the game, it's because when Cold War Zombies first came out, within the game files, there appeared specific Dark Aether versions of the perk jingles for 4 perks that weren't in the game. The first one was Tombstone Soda, which of course has since been added into the game. That leaves 3 perks remaining that was leaked in the files, as well as if we take a look at the Wonder Fizz machine, 3 perks remaining on the Wonder Fizz machine actual asset that seems to match up perfectly with the leaked information. The first of those perks is none other than a fan favorite, that being PhD, which in this version is likely to be called once again PhD Slider. Now what's interesting about PhD being added into the game is that it seems to be a decision that was made late in the development of Cold War, because even in the beta of Cold War Zombies, which was leaked to the public some time ago, the main effect of PhD, which is making you invulnerable to your own explosive damage, was actually going to be one of the effects of the Juggernog perk. Specifically, it was going to be the tier 4 upgrade ability for Juggernog. Instead, sometime in the game's development, Treyarch decided to replace that ability with Juggernog's current tier 4 upgrade of making armor 25% more durable. One of the more interesting parts of the current 5-tier upgrade system for perks in this game is that Treyarch seems to be including elements from perks that they don't intend to add into Cold War Zombies into perks that are already in the game. For example, if we take a look at the tier 4 ability of Speed Cola, the ability to spin the mystery box a lot faster was one of the main abilities and draws of the Time Slip perk from back in Black Ops 4. Since Treyarch isn't going to add Time Slip into Cold War Zombies, instead they transferred over some of the effects of that perk into Speed Cola, and I can see them continuing to do that with the new perks added into the game in the future. So while we can expect the effects of PhD Slider to be very similar to what it was in Black Ops 4, there is always the possibility in its tier upgrade tree that it'll absorb effects from other perks, just like Speed Cola did with one of the effects of Time Slip. But of course, PhD is only one of the 3 perks. The second one is another fan favorite that was generally considered to be probably the first or second best perk in the game, since its 2.0 variant emerged at the end of Black Ops 2, and that is Double Tap, where the 2 big main effects of Double Tap, increasing your weapon's rate of fire, as well as firing an extra shot for every single one you fire, effectively dealing double damage when you have Double Tap 2.0 activated. Now I think a rate of fire increase associated with Double Tap in Cold War can easily be seen as one of the effects of the perk, but where there's a lot of debate is questioning whether Treyarch will bring back the Double Tap 2.0 variant here in Cold War Zombies, because its effect of essentially doubling your weapon's damage output is so strong. If Treyarch is going to include the effects of Double Tap 2.0 in the Cold War version of the perk, it would likely end up being the tier 5 upgrade for that perk itself, and if it's not there, I can see Treyarch replacing its effects with other smaller buffs, maybe a 10% damage increase to your weapons as one of the upgrade tiers to Double Tap, or perhaps a little bit more baseline damage to armored zombies when you have a Double Tap upgrade tier, enough to make the perk genuinely worthwhile without making it just straight up a crutch perk, the first one you're probably gonna buy every single time, maybe even before Juggernog now that armor's in this game. But as good as PhD and Double Tap will be when you're actually playing the game, a lot of the fun of Zombies comes from using the differences in gameplay between using various weapons in the game mode. And this is of course the perk that'll help you make sure you maintain a bunch of different variety in your inventory when playing zombies, that would be the perk Mule Kick, wherein the main ability will let you carry 3 primary weapons as a standard when you have the perk. I would imagine that if the effects of Mule Kick are fused with another perk, it would likely end up being a Bandolier Bandit from Black Ops 4 that allows you to carry a little bit more reserve ammo than you were before, making Mule Kick the go-to perk if you want a lot of weapon variety and really don't want to run out of ammo when cycling through those weapons. So that's the perks themselves out of the way, but recently you might have heard about this. The official Treyarch Twitch account was talking in fellow zombies YouTuber JC Backfire's chat, where they went ahead and said this: it would probably be insane if we added even more stuff to unlock after this season, right? Unless, obviously hinting that they're going to continue to expand the skills section beyond the tiers and categories we've got there already. Now, this could take one of 2 forms. This could be that Treyarch is saying that like Season 2 added tiers 4 and 5, Season 3 and perhaps subsequent seasons may continue to add even more tiers to the already established abilities in the skills section in zombies. So we might be saying something like tier 6 at the launch of Season 3, tier 7 at the launch of Season 4, where each subsequent tier level just starts to cost a lot of flawless Ethereum crystals, giving zombies players something to continuously work for as new content continues to be released here in Cold War. This would obviously mean that already great abilities that just got pretty much overpowered as a result of their tier 5 variants like Deadwire could get even better if tiers 6 and beyond get added into the game. The other option when Treyarch is referring to more stuff to unlock is by them adding other categories to the skills section, where for example in the Season 2 update they added the skills categories for launchers and specials, which leads players to believe they can expand on those concepts in the future, where for example, as this Reddit user imagined, adding the ability to upgrade equipment in Cold War, where these new tier upgrades for maybe some of the lesser used equipment, things like frag grenades or stim shots, can become a lot more useful and much more interesting and viable to run with in your inventory when playing zombies. Another interesting idea that this Reddit user had is that they could introduce almost a miscellaneous skill shop section into the skills menu, where you can pick and choose different permanent abilities to buy that'll upgrade different aspects of your character when playing zombies that aren't directly related to a certain class, perk, or field upgrade in the game. This could be a good way for Treyarch to continue to promote players earning and using the lowest tier of Ethereum Crystal, the raw Ethereum Crystal, make these a la carte upgrades cost a lot of raw Ethereum so that players can actually continue to earn raw Ethereum Crystals instead of hitting the raw Ethereum Crystal cap, which is reached when the game thinks you can unlock all the tiers that use raw Ethereum Crystals. It won't let you earn any more raw Ethereum beyond that. This miscellaneous a la carte upgrade system could be a way for players to keep earning them. Now of course, the future expansion to the permanent upgrades in the skills section will make by like DLC for zombies will be straight up zombie slaying tanks, monsters with all the abilities we would have unlocked by then, which is of course going to be a lot of fun. Just with the tier 5 upgrades, as you can see in the gameplay here, you can just play like really dumb and just have crazy fun in just the worst confined cramped spots in the map and still hold your own. But I also think that we should look at this system of permanent skill unlocks in zombies and relate it to what could possibly be coming in the future, because recently a standalone COD Zombies project was leaked to be in development, and I think that if there's anything that we can take away from the advancements introduced as part of Cold War Zombies, one of the things that is very likely to be part of that future standalone Zombies game is the addition of permanent ability upgrade unlocks. If Zombies is going to hold its own as a standalone title, a sense of genuine progression is needed to keep players coming back for more when you don't have the multiplayer and Warzone component tacked on to leveling here in Zombies. So even though Cold War Zombies is probably the first game to offer a whole slew of permanent upgrade unlocks, it definitely will not be the last and will likely be a major component of that Zombies standalone game releasing sometime in the future. But guys, that wraps up the video today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you've got an idea for an item in the game that you'd like to see a permanent upgrade for, let me know down in the comments. I always really like reading the creative ideas you guys have about that, but I do want to thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you with another Zombies news video tomorrow. Peace.